My name is Azra. I was born in Iran, and then I lived there. Went to university there. 3 years and a half ago, I moved to Finland. I've been studying IT in the university here also, doing my master. And at the moment, I'm working as an accessibility consultant. And then what else? And I'm blind. Yeah. Well, I use digital communication, especially being here. I'm in Finland. I'm far from all of my family members and friends in Iran. So I use different applications on the phone, or Skype and or WhatsApp or other application for communicating to them.
U2 send button send dimmed.
In the websites or any application, there can be loads of messages, and how you can handle among them, how you can go around the things. You can find the new messages, you can find the contact of somebody, how you can how quickly you can go through them, then how is it possible to answer. So these are the things that I face, points that I face. And there are different problems in different web pages, for example, Facebook Messenger, if I want to say, for example, doesn't have all of the facilities, all of the possibilities for people who use, like me. I use mobile Facebook because it's more accessible, but then it doesn't have all the features. Or then another thing, lots of times, there are lots of using these different emoticons to show and express some kind of feeling, or in your messages. And nowadays they are getting better, but it's just always you don't have enough access to those kind of things. Or for example, about the email, I can say that the main email places or main email accounts like Gmail and things, they are, especially Gmail is good, but lots of emails, for example, my work email, I had lots of problems with it because the environment is not accessible. So these are usually the issues that I face, and then I need to find some other ways to get around them. Yeah, well, because as I said, I'm blind, so I use software that like a screen reader software. The one that I use is called NVDA, and it's basically it will read to me what when there is a text, I can go and find that text. If there is a message, it can read to me that, or it can read to me the different items in the menu and things like that. Also in the phone, I have an iPhone, and the voiceover is the screen reader of the iOS devices, which basically I can touch and it will read to me, and there are different modes of interaction with it. Yeah, so the point is that lots of all of these applications and programs, communication programs are part of the programs, everything in the internet, all the different websites and services. These are lots of them, unfortunately, they haven't been designed with all the different requirements of people in mind. So people have been assuming that, okay, everybody who is gonna work here, it's gonna see this label here, this button here, and then have a mouse and go and click there. But not everybody is like that. Not everybody can see all of the elements you have in the web page. Not everybody can use a mouse. Some people might be able to see that, but not able to use the mouse. So, but unfortunately, there are still lots of websites that are not aware. Not lots of designers and developers who are not aware of these needs. I think any kind of web service, it's good when it has been, as I said, has been like keeping in mind the different needs of different people. It's not possible maybe to satisfy everything, but it can have the basics at least. It can have like very easily they can have most, like for example, if the web service is accessible for a screen reader, that web service can be used by many people. For me, especially as a person with visual impairment, I need that if there is a picture, so there is text, proper like alternative text for it. Like nothing is only communicated only through the images, so there is a text so my software can read it. There is a good interaction, and through the keyboard I can do all the necessary actions of the service through the keyboard. And I believe that like computer and all of these digital services can help people with visual impairment. It can help me because I cannot read a paper map. So what I can do is that I can go on the internet and check some like addresses that I want. But if that's designed properly, so they can be helpful. And of course, these services are helpful for everybody. It's not only that they are helpful for visually impaired, but then they can be extra helpful for a person with my situation. And then, but because they are not accessible, then I cannot use it. That's the thing that I believe that all these digital services, if they are designed properly, they can help a person with visual impairment or other disability. They can help them to be independent. They can help them to go more for their dreams that they have, the things that they want to do. And for me, the most important thing is that I can be independent. Designers and developers, they need to know that there are people whose interaction method is different. They have a different navigation method. They have a different way of interacting with the computer. And they might have a different way of understanding things when we talked about the people with cognitive disabilities. Another very important point in my mind is that don't design something first for the so-called normal people and then go to make it accessible for a person with a disability. Design from the beginning for everybody, because that's something that it's gonna, first of all, it will help much more people, and it will be much more cost effective if you do everything from the beginning.